What is up? What is going on, everyone? Welcome once again to the Netflix of programming. Yes. Yes, that's right. Got a mail from YouTube, by the way, and I'm live, apparently. All right, so Discord channel, and if you're not subscribed to the channel and yada yada, then do that for me and join the Discord community and everything, right? Is everything fine, by the way? I think it is. After so many streams, man, I'm still hassling. I'm gonna restart the music here because I don't hear it. What's going on with my chat, man? I can. Osama, what's up, man? Ibrahim, I don't see the thingy. There's a stupid poll is in the way. Close the fucking poll. Poll is gone. The poll is gone, guys. Fuck the poll. What is up, Manikandan Rai? New subscriber here. Hey, thanks for subscribing, man. Much appreciated. Much appreciate you joined the Netflix of programming. The high value software engineers. Long time that I say that word, by the way. So today, what we're gonna do? There is a legend. There is a myth that a bold guy from Belgium made a peer-to-peer poker engine live on YouTube in Golang custom. But for some reason we actually stopped doing that. We did a lot of streams about it. We had a lot of problems with it because it's distributed, it's peer-to-peer, it's decentralized, right? And we moved on. So the legend, the myth still exists. And we're gonna basically, I made a commitment back in the day, it's live, that I'm gonna finish it. And because I'm making this Hollywood actor framework and all that shenanigans, it's actually, to be honest, it's the best use case to test if Hollywood can go into the pre-release phase. And it's gonna basically, it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be amazing. That's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna rewrite it. I have the legacy here. It's the legacy shenanigans here, and it's gonna be a legacy. We're gonna keep it in the project, right? That's what we're gonna do. Harrison, what up? Divine, you guys have such beautiful names. Divine Svenjika, always love watching your videos. Hey, thanks, man. Much appreciate that. All right. I think it's fine. Nobody's complaining about the music, so we can. Get this party started. All right, so what we're gonna do? The first thing, let's open up main, right? So basically, if we're gonna design the system, because we're gonna rewrite it from scratch with Hollywood, right? First thing we're gonna do is actually get Hollywood. Go get, what is minus U? I have no clue. So I'm gonna try it. NDM Hollywood. I don't know what minus U is. Do you know it? What's going on? What is he doing? It's fine. What up, Silan? So we need to design. So what's basically what we're gonna do? We're gonna make, first of all, a server. Well, we're also gonna make a client, right? We also need a client. And actually the client is going to be a terminal-based UI. That's what I'm gonna do. But that's for later on, right? We had a server. We're also going to have an actor, so the server is going to be an actor. Then we're going to have a player, which is going to be also a session. We're going to have a game state. Or game state. Already too much architecture. It's already too much. You see, I cannot do that. It's not how I work. It's not I just do things. Like I'm the Bob Ross of programming. I just have a black screen and I just paint on it. You know what I mean? And there are no mistakes, only little happy accidents. That's what it is. That's how it always has been. And that's what I'm gonna teach you. So let's make new files. Let's everybody was this types. Problematic. Shit. It's because of Google. They have GitHub protobuf shenanigans, and then they have this. So annoying. Google, Golang, org, protobuf, reflect. I think this is fine. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's already done. Taken care of, right? So we're gonna make files. So we're gonna put everything probably in server. We're gonna make server, new file is gonna be the server. Boom, bats. Package server. Yeah, it's all gonna be fine. First of all, we're gonna make a type, probably public struct. That's fine. What do we need? We need an actually a new server, actor, receiver. Do we need an ID? I don't think so, so it's gonna be fine. I'm gonna return and server, no state at all. You see? That's the problem, it is importing this thing. Yeah, it's fine. Of course, an actor should have... Guys, you have no clue how fast I'm gonna make this. Look at this. As server, we need to implement the receive function. Receive, boom. It's gonna be a context, an actor context, just like this. We're gonna switch based on the MSG, which is going to be C, message. The current message we're receiving. Of course, we're gonna switch on the type of this bad boy. Case, actor started. Copy this. Actor stopped. Just like that. Divine. You deserve an award for simplification because I started learning Golang last November, but now I have confidence to develop anything with it. All because of your simple explanation. Hey, like I said, and it's no lie, I won the Nobel Prize of simplification because that's the biggest problem in this world. Because you need, actually, I was planning to program instead of, you know what, sometimes I go with the flow and I keep talking. The problem in this world is that everything needs to be complex. Why? Everything is simple, but people are making everything so complex, not only programming, basically everything. They make it so complex so they can take your money. That's the thing, right? They make it complex so they can earn more money. Because simplification is easy to understand, and if people understand something, they cannot make money. So they make it complex, so you're confused. If you're confused, you're gonna pay money, so you're not confused. But it's a vicious circle. And they say, you're depressed. You have this. You have panic attacks. You have anxiety. You have this. You have you're allergic to milk. You are allergic to this. You are allergic to that. And back when I was younger, there was nothing. Everybody there was nothing. Now there is a lot of things going on. Suddenly, you know what I mean? Suddenly everybody's allergic to milk out of nothing. And they're all eating plants. Can you imagine that? God damn it. Anyway. Alright. Alright, that's fine. Let's do a log. Info W. I'm gonna say poker server running log M bit. It's gonna be C pit, just the current process ID. That's that. Okay, that's fine. It's all good. Of course, this message is compiler. Compiler is complaining, so we do underscore is MSG just for now, right? Now we're gonna open up main, and we're gonna say an engine is going to be an actor new engine. E spawn. Shit. It's gonna be a little bit of let's do this, right? So the only thing we're gonna export is the server. Yeah, so we're gonna say server new. We're gonna give this a name, which is gonna be the server. Of course, we could make constants out of this. But it's fine. Of course, the problem is that we need to sleep, right? We need to block here. Of course, we're going to handle that later on, but hey, make things simple for now. So we're going to say this. We're going to make a channel of just the structs with nothing, so it's memory efficient, right? Of course, our make file, does that actually work? Make, run. All right, so server is already running, easy peasy, right? That's already fine. So the poker server is running. The pit is local server. Actually, to be honest, what we need is a remote. So we're going to say a remote is going to be a remote new. It's going to be config. It's going to be a remote config. Of course, we need a port, right? So we're going to say that the address here, listen adder, is going to be a flag string. Listen adder 3000 is perfectly fine. Adder yada yada yada. Flag parse, of course. Flag parse, just like that. E with remote, R E config. That's going to be a listen adder. Listen adder. Wait, what's going on here? This is remote config. Pretty sure it's a listen adder. Yes, and it's going to be this dereference listen adder. Boom. Look at that. Server, run in. Make, run. Go multi-tidy. Cross fingers. Go multi-tidy. Hey, when in doubt, go multi-tidy. Go multi-tidy it out. When in doubt. Look at this. So right now, shit, we have a problem. I need to do this. It's very annoying. But it is what it is. I'm going to say this, 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 and this. And make run once again. That's bad. Did I save this? Yes! Now we have a cool pit, and the pit is 3000/server. And Hollywood, the remote, will handle everything, and you will see it. You will be amazed. Let me see chat real quick. Webster Def, what up, my man? The citizen. What is Hollywood? Hollywood is an actor framework written in Golang by myself. Yes. And trust me, it's good. Programming kit. How to get started as a blockchain developer. Make a blockchain. What is an Hollywood actor? An actor is a process that can act upon messages. In this case, a receiver. In Hollywood, it's called a receiver, an actor. It's a programming paradigm coming from way before we all were born. Right? We were nothing. Right? And it's basically made so... It's actually, guys, to be honest, it's just the king of distributed programming. It is what it is. It's like I said, maybe I should make a video about it, why, and all that stuff. But it's going to be too long to talk. I'm a high schooler learning to code. How should I start? Code whatever you want. Code what you like, and just implement it. I like the name Hollywood. Yeah, it's Hollywood. It's an actor framework, so actors Hollywood. You know what I mean? It's actually one of my best names ever, and it came out of nothing. All right, so that's good. So we have a server. That's fine. Server is here. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna boot up another server. So what we're gonna do in main, we're gonna use main as our playground, right? So we're gonna say func make engine, make remote engine, make remote engine. An adder maybe. It's gonna be a string. It's gonna return a pointer to an actor engine, right? So we're gonna copy. We're gonna delete this. This flag parse. We're gonna. It's garbage. We're not gonna do it. We're gonna copy. We're gonna make an actor new engine E. Then we're gonna do this remote return. What's going on? So we're gonna make a couple servers so we can actually replicate a lot of players, right? That's the thing. That's the main goal. So we're gonna say S1. You could say P1. Player 1 is going to be make remote engine 3000. Just like that. Then we're gonna say P1 spawn the new server. Maybe we should already spawn this shenanigans. What do you think? Spawn it already, eh? Make remote engine P1. Yeah, okay, fine. Okay, that's P1. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make another server, and that's gonna be player 2, right? And player 2, of course, gonna have gonna be 3000. Actually, to be honest, I like to have these separated a little bit more. 4000 is player 2. Why I'm doing these underscores? That's for the compiler, right? I'm gonna make a function connect. It's just for testing. Wait. What we're gonna say. Wait, that's actually bad. We cannot make an actor engine. We're gonna return a pit, to be honest. Do we need to do... We're not gonna spawn this bitch because... I'm thinking. We don't need this. We're gonna be server. That's fine. What up, Turhan? S1 pit is this one. Then we spawn another server. S2 pit. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna start one server, then we're gonna start another player. Wait, let's do first things first, actually, to be honest. What we're gonna do, once we have a server here, look at this, make. And that's perfectly fine. If you're programming, sometimes you need to step back. It's all fine. Like I said, it's not scripted, this is just the way it is. Don't let you fool you by all these YouTube shenanigans, guys. Come on. Let's open up server here so it's a little bit easier for you to follow. Let's close this one. To be honest, let's delete main. So what we're also going to make is actually, we need two things. We're going to make a game state. Do we need a game state? It's our own game state, right? Actually thinking how I'm gonna do this. I also need a table. To be honest, this can be actually small caps. Game state struct, because we don't need to export this thing, right? Game state here, the same mechanics, right? And new receiver here, return. Game state like this, we don't need anything else. We're gonna make this receive function. Type E, C. Copy this. I'm gonna do the same thing, right? MSG, just we need MSG later on, so we're gonna mug it. So what we're gonna do in server, right? In server, each time we start, we're gonna, actually, to be honest, you could do initialize, right? Case, actor, initialized. So we're gonna say here, game state, gonna be an actor pit. We could find it easily without the need of storing these pits here, but I think it's a little bit cleaner. So we're gonna say as game state is going to be as spawn. We're gonna spawn a child of the server, right? You could spawn it as not a child, but I think we have the server and the game state, the table, the players, and all that bullshit is going to be spawned as a child. So we're gonna spawn child. It's going to be a new game state. New game state. And we're gonna call this the state. The G state. That's fine. So if you make run, you're gonna see. What's going on? Players join a room. Yeah, but that's already that's actually a good idea, to be honest. But that's already advanced. Then I'm gonna. You see, that's also a problem, right? If you're making systems and you're going to directly go to you're gonna over-engineer it, you're gonna have a bad day. But actually, rooms is interesting, right? But we're not gonna keep it. We're not gonna do it that in depth right now. I'm thinking. So this is initialized. So what's going on here? Receive server. Started. Why is this not? Let me do a panic here. Like I said, Hollywood still pre-release, not even in pre-release yet, so it's gonna be a problem. Working. It's gonna restart. OS exit, because actors will restart if they panic 3 times. That's annoying. Okay, something is wrong. What is this? I'm spawning this thing. I'm not spawning it, right? I'm not spawning it! What's going on? Okay, we spawn this. Let's log. Actually, to be honest, we don't need this for now. We spawn a new server. What's going on here? That's fine. Atomic int. Why is this here? Okay, cool. Then a server is fine. We can move things back, right? It's just I was not spawning it. Make run. Boom. Okay, cool. So now we have a game state here, right? We have an inbox. Yada yada. It's fine. I need to mug these logs. Box have running. Game state is fine. So what we also gonna have... I'm thinking, should we have the table on the game state? Or not? That's a question. Look at this. I'm gonna run these two guys here. Boom. So now we have all these players. It's a little bit annoying because we have these locks. So it's not so easy to see what's going on. But we have a poker server here, 3000, and we have a poker server here, and that's 4000. And we have the game state from the server 4000 and the game state from 3000. That's fine, right? All good. So the next thing we're gonna do is how it's gonna work is somebody is spinning up a server, and you can choose to connect or not to connect. So if I'm spinning up a server without to connect, I'm assuming players are gonna connect to my PIT, to my process ID, and they connect with me. So that's gonna be simple because we're gonna make where is types? What's going on here? Types proto. Boom. We're gonna make a connect. What do you think? What should we have? Maybe for example the game mode. Because somebody wants to play Texas Hold'em, but hey, my server is not configured as Texas Hold'em. I'm playing, how's that other thing called? Texas Don't Hold'em. I don't know that other thing. With five cards in the hand. I don't know what it is. Let's make Proto real quick. Boom, it's already been done. Let's open up main. So what's going to happen is, let's say I'm the host, right? Host. Player 2 is going to connect. So what we're going to say is, we don't have an engine. Doesn't matter. PE is an engine. Send to this server. P2 server. P2 server. And we're going to send a connect, types connect. What's the game mode? What's going on here? Let's save this. Game modes. Hold'em. To be honest. Da 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 da. Struct. What are you doing? You fool. What are you thinking? What are you gonna do? Are we doing it fancy? Actually, to be honest, let's make it an int, man. Hey, it's fine. It's fine. Hold on. Hey, you're using uppercase constants. Yep. I'm doing, man. Actually, to be honest. What is that other one? Nobody has a clue what it is. Nobody knows. Actually, to be honest. Game mode Hold'em. Look at this. Oh man, I missed you so much. Okay, there's a problem because game mode is gonna be a string here, so we're gonna types proto actually. Types proto. Come on, guys. Int. It's already fixed. That doesn't exist. Int 32 then. That exists. Look at this, man. Oh. Alright, that's it. So we're gonna send. No, P1. P2. P1 server PIT. There's a PIT, right? This is a PIT process ID. P2 server. We don't care about this guy real quick. Boom. P2 send P1 server and we're gonna connect. Yep. So what we're gonna do in our server, boom, is actor initialized, stopped. You're gonna say case. The message is going to be a pointer to a types connect. That basically means somebody wants to connect, right? We're going to say s handle connect with the message. So this can be func s server handle connect. MSG is going to be a pointer to a types dot connect. Oops. We're going to say log info. Actually, info w. New player wants to connect log m player. We don't know. How do we know who he is? How do we know who he is? We know who he is because we can say in main, not atomic int. Why is this main? You could say send with sender, which basically means I'm gonna delete this, paste it in here, do it like that. What's going on? Connect. The sender is going to be P2 server. That's gonna be the sender, P2 server. Boom, and we already did it. That's fine. And then here, you could also put the connect, the sender in here. Actually, to be honest, in the connect thingy. Both things could. Actually, that's a little bit neater, by the way, because then we don't need to. Handle connect, see sender. The sender. So in the context, sender is basically the sender of the sender, right? The guy that sent the message. I'm gonna say the pit. Player pit is going to be an actor pit. Player pit. Boom. See sender, what's going on? Maybe this one. Yeah, boy. Alright, so if you go to main, which is this one. So, are we actually ready? Are we ready to receive? Make, run. Let's see what's going on. Yes! Look at this! New player wants to connect, and the player is this guy. To be honest, guys, what we could do is this. Oh, I have the best idea ever. Look at this, proto. Why? I have the best idea ever. Sometimes I'm a genius and sometimes I'm a retard. It's 50-50. A player name. What do you think about that? Isn't that cool? Make proto and it's all like I said, you're the Bob Ross, right? That basically means that you decide what's going on. You want a player name, you have a player name. You want this, you do what you want. Boom. And nobody can stop you. Everybody needs to shut up. You see, that's programming. Don't think about folder structure. You don't think about how my variable naming or this or that or best practices. You just have fun. You know what I mean? You have fun. That's the only thing that needs to happen. Disconnecting, eh? That's all good. We're gonna play Texas Hold'em, of course. And we're gonna say that our player name is gonna be... Yeah, Tony is gonna play. He's gonna take all your money. You are the Bob Ross. Like I said, yeah. Alex, I'm saying this from the beginning. You are the Bob Ross. It's exactly what it is, right? Because everybody's actually... It's the same with Bob Ross. Because Bob Ross, everybody is laughing with Bob Ross. Especially in the artist... in the artistic scene. Because he makes from an artist these simple paintings, right? It's nothing special. But for me, it's crazy. When seeing this guy doing, I don't know, it looks trash, and suddenly, boom, there is something like a tree, and it looks like a tree. But it's so crazy, and he does whatever the fuck he wants, and everybody's, oh, Bob Ross is not a real painter, but who is taking the money? Who is having fun? Bob Ross, of course. He's doing whatever the fuck he wants. He doesn't listen to anybody. He takes the money and sips margaritas on the beach. Hey, that's what he does. And all these other guys thinking that they are the best, they still make 50k and are depressed. Hey, I wish I had the hair like Bob Ross, by the way. But hey. Okay, so we have a player name, it's Anthony. So now we can actually act upon this in our server, right? So we're going to say new player wants to connect. That's the player pit. And then we're going to say the name. And that's going to be message player name. And if you want to do this logging a little bit decent, you could do something like that. And then make some things here. Do it like this. And then it's all fine. Make run. Look at this. That's dopamine. Boom. Anthony wants to connect. Easy. So what we're going to do now is, as if this was not enough, we're going to put another player into the game. Right? Boom. It's going to say P3. P3 is doing... And this... I mean, this runs at the same main, right? But you could basically make these remotes, each of these things here, you can make them in different... you could spin up 3 binaries, right? With all these players, and it will be the same, right? But I'm doing it in here, so we don't need to spin up 3 terminals, and, you know, this is testing, right? But this is awesome. All right, player 3. 5,000, of course. We're gonna spawn a server for player 3. Because now comes the decentralized stuff in, right? Because if I'm player 3 and I connect to player 2, I'm not connected with player 1, right? I don't want to connect with player... I don't want to know every player and connect with them, right? I want to connect to one player, and that player will return his known players, and that's how we will do discovery of the game, right? That's how we will discover every player, by just connecting to one, right? That's what we did in the previous thing. That's basically classic gossip mechanics. It's classic distributed gossip mechanics. It's classic. Can we make this cleaner, actually, to be honest, Funk? How do we do that? So player 3 is this one. It's a little bit annoying, I know. So we're gonna connect connect 2 with 1, right? And then we're gonna say connect 3 with 2. That's how we're gonna do it. I'm gonna doing this one. Let's delete some space. Connect. We already have a connect. It doesn't matter. This is gonna be... Give me a name. Michael. Miles. Miles. It's even better. Look at this. Miles. Like I said, there's an accident, but it's a happy little accident. You know what I mean? It's like it makes sense, so it's good. No need to worry about that. He's also gonna play Texas Hold'em. That's fine. Of course, in our server logic, we're gonna see, right? We're gonna check how many players we have and yada yada. But first of all, let's boost up the dopamine levels. That's very important, right? So we're going to say player 3, send with sender to player 2 server, and we're going to say connect sender 3, right? That's what we're going to do. It's a little bit confusing, but it is what it is. Make run. Boom. Boom. All right, so we have a new player who wants to connect, and that's Anthony. That's me. And then we have also a new player who wants to connect, and that's Miles. But Miles wants, actually, to be honest, what we need to say to make it a little bit decent is we. Right? We. That basically means we are we. So we can see in the logs what server is telling what, right? So we're going to say we, and that's basically as... I need to know my own pit. Ah! So I'm gonna say here. It's fine. What's our pit? Well, if we initialized, we could say as pit equals context.pit. That's our pit. Easy. Then I'm gonna say as pit. You see? Miles wants to connect. This is address. This is his player address, and we are 4,000. And this is Anthony, and he wants to is 4,000, and he connects to 3,000, right? So Miles connects to Anthony, and so on. So what we also could do. Look at this, guys. Like I said, this is the first step, and now we're gonna improve. We're gonna say player name is gonna be a string. The game mode we are gonna play is also gonna be it's gonna be a game mode. Right? Metadata. Snake is constant. Hey, yeah, that's true. Why? Because we can. Like I said, I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? A constant, basically the Go. By the way, what these people don't know with their pitchfork, right? They have no clue. But if they look at the Go source code, it's full of uppercase constants, right? Of course, not in these standard library, but in the syscall, in the runtime stuff, where the real where I am, right? Everybody is in STD, and is everybody in these simple things, right? In strings and in format and in all that stuff. I'm not. I'm in where the runtime scheduler things happen. There where I am, right? That's what I do. So they use uppercase constants all over the place. Of course, if you cannot export your constant, yeah, then you not need to make it uppercase, because then it's exported. Which also is okay, because private and public is the biggest scam in programming history, I think. I mean, I never had a way in my life where I have trouble with a public variable. You know what I mean? No, never. I always have problems with private variables because they're private and I cannot see them. So I need to make them public. I don't know what it is. It's like, yeah, but you need to make them private so other people cannot abuse them. Man, it's the same thing. Like if your mama tells you that you cannot drive through a red light, you're not going to do it or you die. It's the same thing, right? If you have a variable and you change it and you cannot change it, you will see an error and you will never change it again. It's the same thing. I mean, but hey, that's another discussion, right? For me, everything public, no privacy, public. Everything public would be fine for me. You know what I mean? Everybody can see my things. It's fine. The problem is going to be if you want to make a server here, right? And so what I think is going to happen is that the client is going to send these shenanigans to the server. But the thing is, of course, if I make a new server here, metadata. Let's call it server config, I guess. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm gonna do it like that. So what's gonna happen is we're gonna get a CFG here. It's gonna be a server config. Just like that, right? And there's gonna be an actor producer real quick. Producer, return, func, a receiver. Receiver. Just like that, and then let's play a name and then a main, of course. Damn, I need to fucking config see. That's nasty. Server.server config. I don't like that. It's a little bit. The question is, yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter sometimes. That's what I keep telling myself. It doesn't matter. It's all fine. Server config. Nikki. Game modes. Hold them. Who is this? Anthony! Game mode. Server. Hold them. So, look at this. We're gonna delete these connects here. Look at it. We're gonna delete them. We're gonna get them out of here. We're gonna do something better, because I think I'm a chess player. Actually not, but I think like a chess player. In the future, the client or terminal UI is going to send to the server that we are ready to play. Is going to send our information to the server, and our server will connect upon that. So we're going to delete this. So we're going to make these servers here. And these will come from the client, right? Server, config, boom, player, name. This is going to be Miles, right? Miles. Game mode. Server. Game mode hold. So then we will need a global registry. You need the client bits on the server registry, perhaps? No. We're gonna use gossip, my friend. Gossip. You will see. I'm gonna make the gossip today, right? You will see how it works. I'm the master of gossip. I won, actually, also, besides the Nobel Prize of Simplification, I also won the Nobel Prize of Gossip. Yes. We don't need a registry at all. Nope. So what's gonna happen is, shit. Actually, I have a better idea. I have a fucking better idea. Doe all this thing for nothing. I'm gonna make this. But this is actually... Shit. It's annoying, man. It's like... We're gonna have a server start real quick, right? And let's open up server. So what's gonna happen is a client is gonna send this. Fuck. It's not gonna happen like this. The CFG, we don't care about this because... Damn it, man. I wanna... I'm wasting time. Wasting so much time. So game state bit is fine. Player name, string is fine. Game mode. Game mode, it's all fine. So what's going to happen is the client is going to send us a case types. Disconnect, we don't need this actually. Come on boy. Speed and execution, that's what we need. Types, server start or server config. Server config. Oh man. The naming paradigm. The client or UI is going to send that. Is that true? Or are we going to use WebSockets? I don't know, actually, to be honest. Let's don't think about it. The more we're going to think about it, the more we're going to get confused. If you are a config... Come on, type hints. Where are they? Handle. Server config. MSG. Call. Do we need the sender? We don't care because it's coming from the client. Fuck. I need to spit. Shit, I need to go to Hollywood itself real quick to see how I'm in. I need... Import actor proto. How do we do that? Shit, how do we do that? How can I do that from my own? This is... Oh no! We have no time to investigate that. How I can do this? I need a pit actually, and I want to use an actor pit. That's a problem. Shit. In my proto messages, right? Oh, that's so annoying. Shit. Wait. Fuck. Quickly, I'm gonna quickly open up a prediction thingy, but I cannot show it because it's I cannot show this thing. I'll get fired. Somebody can help me out real quick. Should have bits, right? No. Actually, I don't know. I'm not gonna... how we can fix this? Oh, fuck. So what I want in the server config, I want to have a list of bootstrap nodes where I'm gonna connect with, right? So actually, I have an idea. This could be a string. We're gonna fix it. We're gonna fix it later on, right? Like if something is gonna slow you down, just make a quick solution. String. We're gonna connect to one player, and that's all we need. Connect with. That's fine. Boom. Connect with. So what's gonna happen is... Let's play a name. What's going on here? If there is a problem, just comment it out. Fine. Okay, so handle server config. So what's going to happen here? We're going to say that S player name is going to be MSG player name So you need to understand, like, if we boot up the server, listen, so if we boot up the server, it's going to be like this, right? So I'm going to show you real quick. What's the plan? What's the game plan? The game plan is... I'm going to delete this. That's the game plan. So the game plan is basically... we're going to spawn a new server, right? We're going to spawn a new server. New. We're going to give this a name. It's going to be a server, right? We don't need to spit. That's the thing. So then we're going to run this, right? So you're going to start the game and your server is going to run, but nothing is going to happen. He's going to idle. He's going to wait. Nothing's going to happen, right? You cannot even accept connect. We're going to decline every connect because our client or frontend or UI needs to activate them. It needs to activate the server actually, right? It needs to say, hey, we're going to join the game. This is my player is yada yada, and my game is this, right? So when that happens, we're going to send P1 server. We're going to send them a message. So we're going to say P1 send. We can send... P1 is an engine, right? Actually, E1. Let's call it E1 from engine 1. Actor engine 1, right? So the actor engine is going to send to the P1 server. And we're going to send an types.server config. Right? And we're going to say that player name. Let's start with me, right? Anthony. And game modes is going to be... Game... What the fuck is going on here? Game mode Hold'em. And then I want to connect with nobody, right? I'm not going to put anything in. The string's going to be empty because I'm going to be the host. Wait, what we could do is this. Do we do is host? Doesn't matter. It doesn't actually matter. We could do is host if we want, but it doesn't matter. Actually, to be honest, let's do it. Bool is host is for. Boom. P1 sent E1. E1 sent this thing. Right, cool. So now in our server we're gonna get this, right? So that basically means that the server needs to start. So we're gonna say that the player name is gonna be this one. I have another idea, but it's fine. I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna shut up. Doesn't matter. Game modes. Game modes. And then could be a flag, right? Connected, we don't care about this. All right. What is your team? Groovebox. It doesn't matter. No lock. So that's what's gonna happen. We're gonna handle this config thing. Then handle connect. That's very important because you're gonna have a connect. The player name and game mode is the same thing. Case types. Look at this, guys. It's gonna all come together. Handle connect. MSG. Player ID. Player pit, by the way. What am I doing here? It's gonna be C sender. Boom. Is that true? That's completely true. This is fine. We are the player name. That's also good. The player is this guy, and that's the... It's gonna be the player pit, right? Or the modes. Process ID is fine. I'm going to do it like this. Player pit is fine. Alright. Groovebox. It's coming in. Groovebox. It's with the... my bad. It's Groovebox. This one. I'm so sorry. Activate something. It's not a good thing. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make this make remote engine, make remote server. Actually, could all be the same game modes. Do we need a pit? Maybe. Actor pit like that. That's what I'm gonna do. So we're gonna do... Spawn it here. And send us ready here. Pit. Name. Game mode is host. Actually, to be honest, fuck just like this. It's all good. Bull. Bam. Cool. Boom, boom. 2, 3. Ah! 2 is fine. Stop! VS Code sometimes. Or is it me? Who knows? Alright. E1, 2, 3. So we're gonna say make server. E1. AGG. Actually, let's spell it out. I'm the host, of course. True. Boom, boom. E2. Nikki. Neely. Hey, mistake. It's all good. Little happy accident. It's all fine. And Miles. Neely and Miles. Rizzoli and Niles. Oh man, I have so much fun. Alright, so we're gonna say false here. And false here. That's fine. Make server. Let's see what's going to happen. They're not gonna connect, but they're gonna probably already be booting. Missing return. Of course, I'm gonna return the pit here, right? So we know the server pit. Fine. Boom. Look at this. All these players. G states. Played up. Okay, cool. So what we're gonna do first is connecting is not gonna be a send. It's gonna be a request. Why? Because we're gonna say connect request. Because it could be that we're gonna decline the connection. Because maybe we are all... I'm gonna make it 6 players. Because otherwise my terminal UI is not gonna work. I already tested it. So I need 6 players. So 2 top, 2 bottom, left, right. I have 6 players and all good. Right? If I have 10 players, it's gonna be a mess. So we're gonna do a connection request, and I programmed Hollywood that you can do a request, which is basically a request that will wait until there is a response. And how I implemented that is pretty crazy. You need to check that out in the source code. And then we're gonna also do a message, and it's gonna be a connect response, and we're gonna do a repeated string. Players. Pits. Player pits, actually. But player... I'm gonna call it players, maybe. Can you explain the last line of main reading the channel? This is basically the same thing as wait channel make chen struct, an empty struct so we don't waste memory, and then we do this wait channel. That's the same thing, right? Because we're waiting for something. It's just blocking. You could also do a select like this, right? But hey, yeah, or a for loop. This for. What you could do is a runtime go. I think a go chat is not good because a go chat will blow up your PC. A time sleep nanosecond or something, or microsecond. All right, so we're gonna. What we could do is we could do an enum, but I don't want to. You went enter it too. It's fine. It's all fine. Status is gonna be 1. Players is gonna be 2. Maybe we're gonna return our name. Nope. I don't need a game mode. Doesn't matter. So what's gonna happen is each time we connect, they're gonna respond with their information. That's what I think is gonna happen. Wait, it's not true. Fuck me. We don't need to connect. Shit. What is this song called? I have no clue. I cannot hear it because my Bluetooth is broken on my PC. So you guys listening to music. What is this song? Let me see. It's called Sky Gaze Missile thingy. I'm listening to something else. I'm listening to some other thing. Damn, there's always some better solution or something different I can do. But it's fine. So what we're gonna do? Request is like this, right? So we need to respond. Man, this is like this so huge here. We're gonna respond. We're gonna return a connect response. That's what we're gonna do. Of course, we need to do some checking right here. Logic, max players, yada 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 yada, and all that stuff, right? So we need to respond with a status. Let's say status is gonna be cool, right? So let's say status. Context, man. Changed my mind. I changed my mind. Const. I don't know how to name these things. Ah! Status okay. But that's so... Con okay. Look at this. It's 1. You could do a byte or something, but 1 is fine, right? Something like that. It's fine. I don't want to think about other stuff. Let's do it like that. So we're going to say con okay. Fine. That's response. Of course, we're going to say our player name is going to be the service player name, right? As player name. That's fine. And what do we need? A player list. Yeah, but we don't have that, right? So we're gonna... Yet. We're gonna return this response here. So that basically means that handle connect, right, will return the response. So we're gonna say C respond. Respond with this. That means that each time I'm here... Wait, that's not true. Damn. Shit. It's true. Wait, I'm thinking. So server config, that's the thing. So what we're gonna do here is so if the length of the string is not 0, so if we have something, then we're gonna say S. Where's my engine? Fork it. The problem is that I don't have a pit here, right? So this is disconnected as a string, but I need a pit. So what do we know? That the string is going to be a new, an actor new pit. And the address of the pit is going to be disconnect with. That's going to be the address. And then The ID is going to be server, right? We know that. We know that, right? So we can go to constants. Not this one. Constants here. Fuck it. Yeah. So we know that we're gonna create a pit out of this thing. It's a little bit of a hacky way, but because I don't know how to actually import my actor pits from Hollywood into my proto buffer here without taking 1 hour to figure it out, I'm gonna do it like this. So we're gonna send to this server, the connect with server, and we're gonna send a connect request. This is actually the most advanced stuff that we're gonna do. All the rest is gonna be types. Connect request. How do we do that? We need to say our player name. We're gonna say, hey, our name is this one, and our game mode is this one. Right, that's fine. Yeah, you need to wait forever, by the way, guys, because you spawn your actor. He's there to wait for requests, so you need to wait until you close, right? And you can do that in a very efficient way by using some spinning mechanisms or whatever, right? Like, doesn't matter. If you want to see how I do it in the queue, which is the fastest. Oh shit! It's not here. It's in Hollywood itself. Oh, fine. Doesn't matter. So we're gonna send a connect request. We need to request this here. Can we do that? Shit, I don't have it. It's the engine itself that can do requests. Is that true? I need to fix that. A zip. If you want to see how I wait here in the queue, for example, I do go chat and I do sleep microsecond and all that stuff. It's fine. Documentation. Respond. God damn it! There is no request in here. That's very important. It's an engine. That's Actually, do we need to do a request here? What we also could do is I'm thinking. Let me quickly think. So each time we it sent me back. Yeah, there's no other way. Let's normally I'm gonna add a request to the context, so you can do context.request instead of engine. But hey, so what I'm gonna do is this real quick, to be honest. It's not needed. You could also make it a global, but because we are in main and it's fine to make it a global, but hey. We're gonna do it like this. So we're gonna do an engine here, and then engine request, which we're gonna return a response. We're gonna result here because it's gonna wait. And also what I need to do is give it a timeout, time second, for example. Pit message any. Pit message timeout. It's probably an error also. Is that true? It is. If r is null. What you could do here perfectly is just panic. It's fine. Because it's gonna reboot. You guys need to understand this is a complete different thing. So if we are in a bad state, we panic, it's going to reboot, and it's going to be in a new state, right? And you can choose, it's going to receive the stop message here, and you can do whatever you want. Save state, load state, or just boot it from a clean state. It is what it is. It's perfectly fine. So then we have a response, and let's first print this response real quick, because okay, let's try this real quick. So we of course need an engineer. That's perfectly fine. That's already fixed. So let's do it with 2 players, right? So we have Anthony and Nili, and that's fine. We're not going to connect with anyone, and we're going to connect with that's a requirement of Hollywood that you specify the complete host. We're going to connect with I think I have something like E2 address. That's what we're going to do. Not quite sure this is going to work, by the way, from the first time. Let's run it. You see, it's restarting. Alright, let me see what's going on. Okay, so we have a context deadline exceeded. Then we have a dead ladder. I think we are too fast here, but that's fine. So, you see, it panicked here. And it restarted back up, and nothing was going on. But we have a dead ladder, and that's because I think we start them a little bit too fast after each other. It's completely normal, right? You're not gonna... If we want to play a game together, and we start a game together... It could be that my PC is faster than yours, and I try to connect to you, but you're still offline. That's not gonna... It's not gonna happen. So we're gonna time sleep. Let's do a time second real quick, so we can hopefully make that work. Maybe it's make server actually. I think it's here that we need to wait. What logging package are you using? It's actually Logrus, but I have a little wrapper in Hollywood around it. A little wrapper. New player wants to connect, that's fine. Wait, this is already registered. Oh yeah, that's because we... That's fine, because we restart and it's trying to boot it up. It's good, it's good. What's going on here? So... It's a little wrapper around it. Quito. Damn it, what's going on here? So we got... Got a little stack trace here, it's fine. Channel server config, here's this one. Hispanic, yeah, fine. Oh yeah, it's this one. Context exceeded, right? Let it panic sicken, it's fine. Do we have the correct pit? Because log fatal isn't gonna work because it uses the same namespace, that's the problem. Yeah, the pitch seems to be good, right? Hola! We made a mistake. A little happy accident. That's what we made. There are no mistakes. The biggest mistake is not making mistakes. Ooh. Make server, why are you doing this? Make run. Yes! Look at my snake dance moves. Like a... Look at these shoulders, man. Holy crap. Boulders! Alright, response status 1, player name Anthony. That's fine. So that's basically the response that we get from... we are let's open up main here so you guys can follow. So we are Anthony and we have Nilly. And Nilly connects with me. And this is the response that I give her. That's basically, that's my name and the status is 1. That's cool. So what we're gonna do basically, you could say something like var status int or something. If oof. Actually, to be honest, fuck it. We do it like this. Var max actually const max players 6 5 6. We need to have we're gonna keep a list of players, that's for sure. A map, and it doesn't need to be safe because it's safe. We're gonna make a map of actor pits, and it's gonna be I don't know. Empty structs. Just for the sake. Because we can. Because it's easier in a map to delete, right? Why not a slice? Because a slice is you need to loop and then you need to create new slices, and if you want to delete something at a certain index, it's shenanigans. It's trouble. A map is easy, delete by key, call it a day, easy peasy, and you can even loop over it. It's the same thing. All fine. Players. It's gonna be so amazing. I can feel it already. Players. Make map actor pit struct. Empty struct. No memory. So we're gonna say here basically, what are we doing here? Shenanigans. To be honest, if response status is we are in server. Con OK as players. Player pit equals this guy. No. Yeah. No. No, not here. Here. We need to cast this this thing. But why? What happens if this you're casting and you don't check the message and yada? Doesn't matter. Because if listen, it's a very important lesson I'm gonna teach you, right? Because people are gonna say, yeah, you need to check that this typecast is okay, because if it's not, maybe in some cases it is, but I'm a server, and because I implemented this server, of course, I'm making this, right? I'm the Bob Ross. I know this is a little cabin with a little tree, right? And some water, right? I know that if I request to this player, if I do a connect request, he is going to return with a connect response, right? And if we cannot connect with this guy, he's going to return with a status con not okay. Right, that basically means maybe we need to do con max player full or something, whatever statuses we want. I know that. There is no way he will respond with bytes or another message type we don't know in the scope of this request. So I can be safely here assume that it's going to be a connect response. Blindly checking. Because if it's not a connect response, my application cannot continue because I'm expecting it. You know what I mean? I can handle it, and I can what can I do? I can return without a panic, but it doesn't matter because it's gonna panic. My system is gonna bork. The supervisor will restart my server. And we are back at... It's fine. It's going to be super fine. We are back at equilibrium harmony. That's the Erlang is based on that. The actor model is based on this, right? When you cannot continue with your program, throw. What else are you going to do? Huh? What are you going to do? You're going to catch the error? Give it some milk and some cookies. It's done. Reboot and it's fine. The only reason this cannot be a connect response is that the guy we are trying to call is not available. But then we're gonna have this panic and we're gonna bork again and reboot and it's all gonna be fine. So look at this. Hollywood makes your program resilient. You can panic and it's all gonna be fine. It is what it is sometimes. Why is this? Alright, so now we can cast this and everything's gonna be fine. Player ID, why is that? Okay, we are here. I'm gonna rename this for the sake of. Alright. What are we gonna do here? Log M. Res. Plain name. And what we're gonna do now is advanced. Look at this. We're first gonna log this. player name. We're gonna say we, so we know who we are. We are C. We don't have a context. It's gonna be E. It's gonna be S. What are we? Server, context, pit. That's our pit. Fine. We are connected here. All good. And maybe we're gonna say the pit of this player is going to be it's not. It's actually server pit, right? Remote pit. It's fine. We don't do this because we're gonna have a player actor also, and that's why I don't want to confuse this. 30. What are we doing here? Yes, connected. Oh la la! Look at this. Magnifique. Player successfully connected. Name Anthony. Actually, to be honest, what we could do is this. Just to make it easy to understand. This we. No pets, man. We talk in names. As player name. Look at this. Boom. Bam. Successful connected. Anthony is connected. We are nearly. But of course, we also need to have this. We also need to have this line the other way around, right? So how are we going to do that? This here, right? So basically, what's gonna happen is actually, to be honest, if we're gonna add a player, we're gonna spawn a player. We're gonna do it differently. We're gonna make it clean and mean, boys. Clean and mean. And understandable. We're also going to say the server of this player. Look at this. Oh, it's so beautiful. It's going to be an actor pit. Guys, I swear to God, I will never go back to normal programming after using actor model. This is going to be so clean. It's going to be so good. You have no clue how better this is going to be than the original implementation of the poker engine. This is going to be so clean. Clean as new player. Look at this. Name. Of course, there's going to be more stuff in here. But for now, we're going to make it dirty. We're going to say name, pet. Look at this, guys. You see, and let me see. I'm gonna check the probably 20 viewers, right? And the reason, and they're missing out. These guys missing out. Look at this. I'm gonna check it. Because if my stream does not go about making these simple JSON API tutorials where we're just going to make a to-do list, or they want to see a JSON and they want to see all these simple things, and then they are happy, and then it's 60 viewers are in my channel, 80 viewers are watching my stream. If I do this bullshit, then they are there, all the guys, looking how to make a simple thing. Where is my YouTube thing? 10 concurrent viewers. That's so bad. That's why am I streaming? Why am I streaming this advanced stuff? Only the people that are here all the time, there's like a handful, like 10 people, 10, 15 people that are consistently here, that are the people that will grow. All these other guys, they come and they see, oh, what is he doing? I don't know what this is. And they are gone. And they are looking to all these other trash YouTubers with cheap fucking dopamine teaching you how to make 50k. I'm teaching you how to make 200k. This is what it is. This paradigm is what we use in production. Don't get me wrong. In production. We don't use these simple things in production. You're gonna choke. All these people, they're gonna choke. I don't know what to do. That's what they do. Insecure. They're gonna be insecure. They're gonna do nothing. They cannot say their thoughts in a meeting because they don't know what they're talking about. So they better shut the fuck up and sit in the corner, cry, ooh, because other people can talk about architecture and talk about cool stuff because they can't, because they watch some garbage YouTubers about nothing. So they stay nothing. They don't want to learn these concepts. It is what it is. Oh, man. The turn funk. It's so annoying. And I'm spending here my time. 2 hours streaming. Unmonetized. Can you imagine? What a stupid guy I am. I'm actually a retard. Because all these other YouTubers, they're making money. They're cashing in. They're cashing in with all their sponsor deals and their courses. And I'm so a retard because I cancelled my own course. People are in the fucking line mailing me every day. When is this course gonna open? Paying me $400. And I cancelled the course because I feel bad. I legit feel bad. Charging you $350 for a course. Of course, it's gonna be the best Golang course ever. Hey, no doubt about that. But it's already free on my YouTube channel right now. Because I feel bad taking the money from these people. Teaching you basic concepts like how to make a JSON API. Man, if you cannot figure out how to make a JSON API in Golang, there is no future for you in programming at all. There is no future for you. I'm so sorry. Man, I'm honest, man. I'm honest. And people are going to unsubscribe and people are going to hate me. I don't care because, like I said, I'm still waiting for the time I get cancelled so I can stop producing these videos and continue my life. So, but now, of course, I'm thankfully for all the people that are supporting me and for all the people that keep, that want to be here because that's for you. I'm doing this for you, right? I'm not doing this for me because I don't have the intention to make money on YouTube. I don't care. The day that YouTube makes me more money that I make on my job, that's gonna be a long time. You know what I mean? But I'm doing this for the people that I want to change. You know what I mean? I want to change the tech scene because they are scamming you, and you're learning. Learning it wrong. Can you please share about what we can learn if we subscribe to your Patreon? Well, on Patreon, like I said, my way of teaching is not by... My way of teaching is not by going and say this is a strict and this all this simple stuff. Like YouTube is full of that stuff already, right? If you want to learn the basics of Golang, like you will see me do all these stuff anyway, right? I'm doing strict stuff. I'm doing function stuff. I'm doing these whatever these channel things, send stuff. I'm doing all that stuff. So you can learn from that, of course, right? But for example, on my Patreon, I have a decentralized file storage series, 18 episodes of 40 minutes. How to build a complete decentralized file storage. I have the blockchain. The new blockchain version, which is already at episode, I don't know, 12 or 13. And then I have a lot of stuff where I'm programming Hollywood, for example. Hollywood from scratch. the framework that I'm building, that I'm using right now, how I built this, and I just do live coding stuff, right? Showing you interesting topics like all that stuff. That's what's on my Patreon. That's not on YouTube, because YouTube doesn't like the YouTube algorithm doesn't like that kind of content, right? The YouTube likes, for example, the Primogen with his with a thumbnail. I will kill Rust. Of course, he has. I don't know how many subscribers he has. 700,000 subscribers. You learn nothing. You know what I mean? Of course, it's a good guy. I like the Primogen, right? I really like him. I really like him. Don't get me wrong. But he plays the game. He plays the YouTube game. Of course, he's good. I like him. Like I said, I watch him myself, right? But I mean, that's what the YouTube algorithm wants to see. And I cannot post these videos on YouTube. So it's all on my Patreon. It's more in-depth stuff. It's more... it's the real life stuff, right? The way it is. In my style. That's how it is. Like I said, I made a course, but I canceled it because I feel so bad. Yeah, taking people so much money. I feel so bad. I cannot sleep. I could, like I said, I could be so fucking rich already if I turn on YouTube monetization, but I'm too lazy. I had YouTube monetization, but suddenly they stopped it because I needed to give my business information, like my passport and my company's stuff, and I was so fucking lazy to fill it in. And now I'm losing money. I'm losing, like, I don't know. So that I didn't do that. And then I could just use my course, and then people are all these sponsorships. I have, like, my mailbox is full of sponsorships. Can you do this? Can you do that sponsorship? I don't reply. I don't give a shit. And if I would, man, I would be so fucking rich already. But I don't know what it is. I have no time. I have no time to spend money either way. What I'm gonna do? Fuck that shit. I want to build stuff. That's what I want to do. All right. Like, look at this. 1, 2, 3. Context switch. Return func. So we're gonna return an actor producer, right? Producer. That's gonna be. That's not true. That's an actor receiver. So we're gonna return a player. A player. And we're gonna say that the name of this player is going to be the name, and then the server of this player. We could call it server bit, right? Why do we need that? Because if we are in a player, we know it's server. So if we wanna send a message, then we have a server, right? It is what it is. Then we have a spit, then it's reachable. And I'm gonna almost call it a day here. Of course, I'm gonna continue this on my streams and on videos probably. I'm gonna keep 15 minutes open on the stream just to do some chit chatting, right? Because I can feel that my attention span is you see, I cannot think anymore. That's the problem. P player. I just want to show you this thing. And guys, listen, it's not always about the content, right? This is a decentralized poker engine with peer-to-peer poker engine with actor model, but it's not about the poker engine with an actor model. This stream, right? This stream is about seeing somebody enjoying his stuff, a passion for coding, doing things on the fly, making mistakes, implementing some stuff, make mistakes, implement it again. Like seeing code in Golang, you can see how I use things in Golang, you can see how I structure things in Golang, how I name things in Golang, how I use things in Golang. So you're learning everything. It's not about, and that was a lot of people forget, right? That's what some people with the brain of a mosquito don't understand, right? They want to see programming videos about Golang, and the first thing they do is, what book do I need to read? And they watch some episodes about Golang, like variables, function namings, but you are nothing with this thing. You are nothing with what is a variable. You are nothing what is a function. You are nothing what is an interface. You need to see the global picture. You need to see these things interconnected with each other. Because most of the time, if you want to learn Golang or something, you already programmed, right? You already did some PHP or you did some JavaScript, so you know everything. You know what a struct is the same as an object, for example. Of course, not semantically the same, but you have a variable is a variable and an int is an int. A string is a string. For, if, else. There's nothing new here. Of course, channels can be something, but you need to see the global picture. You know what I mean? Some people, man, I don't understand. It's the same thing. Like I'm doing fit. I'm go to the gym, right? Most of the time I go each day. I'm go to the gym. So what can I do? What do a lot of people make the mistake? What do? They watch videos on YouTube. For example, how to, with all these scam videos, how to get big biceps, how to get a bigger chest, how to train your soldiers, like how to get abs, right? They watch these videos, and there is a guy that completely insane does some bicep curls, and he does some random bullshit exercises because they all take steroids, so of course you're gonna have big biceps. And all these kids, they don't know, right? They spend money and all that stuff, and they have no clue. But nobody is natural. I'm natural, by the way, but I'm also fat. You know what I mean? I'm also have a big layer of fat. I'm built, but I'm not built like a steroid guy, unfortunately. So instead of watching these videos about how to grow bigger biceps, I watch these people do these exercises, but not these scam videos. But like, for example, all these good athletes, you can see them train in a vlog or something. You can, and that's what they do. That's what they do in some. Am I getting robbed or something? That's what they do in a day-to-day life in the gym. That's not insane. That's not something for you. That's how they train. So if these guys train like that, then you should also do it, because they already have that. Of course, it's with a lot of supplements also. But I mean, it's the same with programming. Don't watch YouTube specifically about something, because it's going to be scripted insane. You need to watch somebody do live stuff to understand the interconnections of everything and the thinking process, which is the most important thing. If you know what I mean. Probably I make no sense, but it is what it is. Okay, so first thing we're going to do this receive function. I want to show this real quick here. Boom. See. Actor context. Oh man, I'm going to eat cornflakes after stream. Oh man. With milk. Oh. Because I'm bulking. So I can eat what I want. Switch. Do I need a message here? Yeah. Type. Look at this. VS Code. Crazy. I'm getting hacked. Look, I'm completely wasted, guys. You can see that. My look at this. I cannot even type anymore. It's done. So what we're gonna do with this server bit, and then I'm gonna do some Q&A. Start it. Let's do this. So what we're gonna do is in server, each time we're gonna put our player in here. What we're gonna do first is bit. Is we're gonna say as context spawn child new player rest name, and that's gonna be play, and that's gonna be, what is the other thing, the pit, right, from the server, and that's gonna be the player pit. That's fine. All right, so the thing is, we're going to give this a kind player. Where are my constants real quick? Kind player. The problem is we're going to spawn a lot of players, right? We're going to spawn 6 players, so we need to diversify this. So we're going to say it's going to be a kind player. Something that I was when I was younger. I was also a player. For the women. So, kind player, and I'm going to say actor. It's a little bit nasty function, I know. Actor with tags. And we're going to give this player, we're going to tag this pit with a player name, I guess. Look at this function. Yes. Is that true? Wait, we're going to clean this up. First of all, let me close all these side windows here. Close all. What's going on here? So we're going to make a new player. That's this one. So we could say P. Actually, let's make it player to make it clean. Player, kind player, actor with tags, player name. So what's going on here? 1, 2. Yes, fine. That's the pit. And what we're gonna do, instead we're gonna do this. We're gonna map players. It's gonna be very confusing. I know. But we're gonna map players from actor pit to actor pit. We're gonna have... It's too confusing. It's fine. We could actually map the server pit from the player and the internal player pit, but you guys gonna be confused because I'm confused also. But if you know something like that, you could do a lot of tricks. I'm gonna make this pit. It's gonna be the pit of the player itself, not the pit of the server, because the player here will have the pit of its server if you want to send a message, right? So we're gonna spawn it. Let's see if this works. Yeah, you see, there's a new process started here, new process, and that's server player enemy, right? Because that's going to sit in Nili's server, right? Nili's server gonna spawn this. And then we need to spawn it for ourselves and for all the other players, and we need to also make sure that on the other side they do the same so everybody is connected. You will see that later on. But now I'm gonna make a... I'm gonna call it a day. Okay, do some question, some Q&A real quick. Let me see what's going on here. Your Hollywood framework is a pure actor framework. Yes, it's a pure actor engine, right? We have the let me open it up. Actually, to be honest. Alright, so basically it's a complete actor framework. We have two important things. It's the actor, is for internal actor stuff. And then we have the remote, which is, so you can hook a remote to your, and you have a lot of examples here, right? There's a lot of examples. So for the remote, for example, you could have a client and a server and you can communicate with each other, right? So you have a client, you hook up a remote, and then you can send basically messages to the server, right? It's very simple. You just do go run examples, remote server main.go, for example. So the server is going to start, and then you can open up a new terminal and do the same thing, but you say client main.go. Boom. And then you're going to see that the server is getting messages, right? So the cool stuff is that, for example, you could So this client is basically producing, right? You could shut down, and then normally your client will see. Your client is basically, your server is rebooting. It's telling you, but it's a special reboot. That's something that I build in. It's basically a throttle that keeps dialing back to the server because it wants to send messages. So what you can do is just put your server back on. Boom. And you see what happens, right? Did you see what happened? That's the beauty of the framework. And that does... there is no other actor model framework that does it in Golang. Right, so we're going to do it again, right? So look at this. This is a server that receives messages. Let's say you're a bank and you're an exchange and you're receiving orders from people. But suddenly your server borks. Boom. My server is borked, right? So what happens, the client is still sending messages to you. The client, right? Although the server is already down, but you don't know from the front end. You don't know because you're sending messages. Everything is fine. But it's fucking... You see, everything is on fire on the back end. There is a problem, but you don't know. You keep sending messages. What is this What is it doing? It's buffering all these messages up, right? And now I'm going to boot up my server back again. And I have all my messages back. Because on the other side, it's you need to understand that the server was down. It's all buffering it up on the client side. And then sends it all at once. This is amazing, right? That makes me so excited. I spent a long time for that. That's... yeah. You also have an event stream and everything. And you can middleware with hooks. You can do a lot of stuff, man. It's insane. Like I said. It's crazy. And I also have the queue, which I spent the most time on, actually, I think. It's the GGQ, guys. The GGQ, it's the bread of... It's crazy. Look at this. With padding and everything, cache line paddings. Unsafe size of cache line padding. Look at this. It's the fastest lock-free queue that actually is getting used in Golang, I think. Not quite sure. I don't think there is anything faster. I don't think there is anything faster. Lock-free concurrent save. Right? Look at this. It's very special because what I do, I have a slot here. Let me open up if what I do here is I have a slot. And this slot holds an item. And the slot also embeds a UINT, an atomic value. So what I'm doing here, this code makes it concurrent save. Runtime, go chat and everything. You check it out. Check it out. It's crazy. And what I did is, you can read it from the queue one by one, but what I did is this read n, which basically is going to read everything that's available at once. And why is that important? Because why is Hollywood so fast? Let me do a benchmark first. Is my race detector on? Probably not. We will see it. Benchmark read n. So it's 36. Sometimes it's faster, but I think because I'm streaming. So I had 20 seconds, 20 nano. Normally it's 20 nanoseconds. 20 nanoseconds. Concurrent, thread safe. You know what I mean? But why is Hollywood so fast? Especially because we don't read messages one by one. We read messages in a different... I'm reading messages in a different loop, in a different Go routine. And I will send all the messages it can read at once in a batch. So also over the wire, when I'm sending you messages over the wire, if you connect with two different processes over the network, I'm going to send you... it depends on how big your mailbox is, but I'm going to send you all these messages in a batch. So we don't need to open up connections that much and all that stuff. There's a lot of tweaking in that project. And I also, this queue, it's also a buffered queue. I did a lot of stuff, right? Because, man, like I said, nobody actually knows how good it is. But look at this process. So the problem is when a process works, right? So when your process fails and it wants to invoke messages, right? But your process fails. What I'm doing here is I'm buffering these messages up. And that's why it works. I'm buffering these messages up, actually. I don't know where it is, actually, but here. And then when you start, it's going to invoke the buffer once again. It's a lot of small things that basically nobody else thought about in these other projects. But it's that's why I'm making it, because I'm using another project, Actor Model Framework, Proto Actor Go. In production, and all these small little things everywhere, like I'm using DRPC, they're using gRPC, so we change it to DRPC. We're doing a lot of stuff. We are modifying that. It's not, we cannot even for the project. We completely modified it. So that's why I'm making something with all the lessons I learned there. I'm making something better. It's not that it's bad, it's just not good enough, you know what I mean? Is message delivery guaranteed? Yes and no. So, I don't know if you saw this example here, but if I run my server, right? So if I run my, it's in the examples in the project. So you can see that we are sending messages. So the server is guaranteed. So as we have two points of failure, right? You have your client, in this case, right? You have two processes. We have your client on port 3000. We have our server on port 4000, for example. There's a single point of failure. There is basically 2 points of failure. The server can fail, and the client can fail. It's the client that sends messages. So there is, in Hollywood, there is a single point of, there is only 1 point of failure. And that's the client in this case. I will show you. I will explain. So let's say we kill our server, right? So I'm killing my server. And my client is trying to dial back. It's trying to dial back to the server. But also, under the hood, it keeps sending these messages to its internal mailbox, right? Because the server is offline. So the server is guaranteed to always receive all his messages he needs when he comes back up, right? So the server comes back up, and it will receive all his messages. So message delivery is guaranteed. But if the client goes down, of course, nobody can send messages because it's the client that's sending messages. So let's say you have 10 processes that are all interconnected, and there is one process that sends a message, that's the initiator, right? The broker, the initiator. And it sends all these messages to all the processes, and these processes are going to do data manipulation. And one of your processes, not the client, not the broker, but all other processes are guaranteed to receive their messages if they fail and they come back up, unless the initiator goes down. That's true. But I mean, I cannot guarantee to give you a kiss if I get killed. But I promise you I will give you a kiss. That's a guarantee. Even if you get killed, I will give you a kiss. But if I'm dead, I cannot guarantee you that. That's the thing. So there is always one single point of failure. And of course, what I'm going to build also is the cluster. Is another package, but that's for later on. Is a cluster, where you can distribute your actors in a cluster with service discovery. All of that baked in. So what happens is that you can spin up multiple brokers. And of course, then you have a complete message delivery, because if one goes down, of course, if everybody goes down, everybody goes down. But if one goes down, there's still going to be so you're going to have a very good uptime message, a very good prediction of message delivery, if that makes sense. But I think that was very important for me to implement. that if somebody goes down, that he will receive all the messages if he comes back up, right? That's the thing. Another sponsorship. You see a sponsorship all the time, but I don't care what I'm gonna say. I don't never heard of these guys, and I need to make a video how good they are, and I don't know who they are. I mean, it's like, I don't know if that's a complete wrong thinking of me, but I could easily do that sponsorship and do, oh, look at these guys, they're so good, to go to this VPN or use this educational platform, it's the best, you're going to be so rich in a short period of time, you're going to be the guru if you join them. This is my code, AnthonyGG, don't forget to add it, so I can take all the money and scam your guy's ass off. That's not me, right? I don't know these guys, so created account, manager, Mark, I don't know who these are, fuck them. You know what I mean? They probably can't pay me either, you know, because they think they're gonna give me the same like all these other YouTubers, but that's not true. They're gonna pay me at least 10 times the money. Is it not better to throw an error if the server is down? Sponsorship is renting the trust which you earn. That's actually true, Anu. That's so true. Yeah. Like I said, I don't know, man. Like, I have a good job. So recently I have a good joined a good team with things I like to do, trading stuff, trading light, a lot of trading, order books, a lot of actors, a lot of distributed stuff. It's amazing. I like it. Very smart guys, very small team. So I'm making good money. I'm happy there. So for me, it's fine, right? If my YouTube channel tomorrow, I don't know, if they ban me, I don't care. You know what I mean? It's just 2 hours that I can do another stuff, you know. And I thought about this to stop, but I have people that actually, I don't want to disappoint people, right? Like my Discord channel is growing, everything is growing, my Patreon is growing, so I cannot, I cannot leave this planet. You know what I mean? I do this for you. I don't for me, because even my YouTube channel is demonetized. I can easily turn it on. I don't do it because it's, I don't know. Wait, let me see. Is it not better to throw an error if the server is down? No. 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 No, because if the client throws an error, if the client throws an error, then what is gonna do? The server is down. What the client's gonna do? Then you need to handle all of it yourself. So now it's simple. You're in your bed, sleeping, and you're in production, right? And suddenly some service down. Boom. This is he's down, but it's rebooting for some reason. I don't know. Maybe maintenance stuff or something. I don't know. Or even you're a DevOps engineer and you need to take a server down, update it, and bring it back up. But you don't want to. So actually, it's insane, right? So let's say you have a microservice environment with actors, and you have a very used system, day and night. People are always doing stuff, trading or something. I don't know. But you need to take your server down, and you only have one server. You can just take it down, and everything will work fine. Because everything, they will just buffering up all these messages, and it will all go, and then boom, it will execute all these messages, and everybody's happy, and clients and data will be processed. Of course, if you request a response from a server, then you have a problem, right? Because you're not going to have the response when it's down. But you know what I mean. Does it make sense to create HTTPS server with actors? Depends. Depends. Alejandro, like I said, what you're saying is not wrong, right? You could do a lot of stuff. I just want to show you the default behavior of these actors, right? This is the default behavior. Something goes down, and It will dial, and then it will pick up, and boom, everything is fine. Everybody's in harmony. But I can imagine that in a lot of use cases, like you mentioned, that you actually want to do some logic in the client because the server is down. You never know, right? Every business logic is different. Every application, every system behaves different. So it could be perfectly fine. But you could do that, right? You could easily do that. Because in Hollywood, we have the event system. Look at this. We have an event system in Hollywood. And what you can do is you can subscribe where I'm doing this. I think I have an example of that. Wait. Here, so you can subscribe to the event stream, and each time something goes down, of course, or there is a dead ladder or something, you can pick it up here, right? And then you can detect if something is offline, or if some process is not behaving, is terminating, it's rebooting. You can pick these thing up here, and you can act upon that. Because if your server is down, he's down. He cannot send you a message anymore, right? It's down. So you need to, or you do it at the client itself, right? The question rather is, I don't think we can. Let me open up this client example. We're just sending, right? And sending doesn't return an error, right? Sending just sends. Sends is fire and forget, right? It doesn't care. It's just sending, and if you are online, you will receive it. That's the thing. You could do a request. Request is something different. Request, basically, if you want to see how I implement this, it's pretty interesting, to be honest. I spin up response actor and everything. It's crazy. I'm very proud on this. You need to check it in the code, how I made this request response. So you can do a request and it expects a response, and you could give it a timeout, and if you don't receive a response within a certain time, it triggers an error. Something like that. There are a lot of options. And yeah. Alright, are there any more questions? Because I'm gonna eat my cornflakes. Haha! Woohoo! Weeha! Yahoo! Oh man, I'm hungry, I'm gonna lie. This question is Rob. This question is really valuable. Yeah, it's fine. It's good, the Discord channel. Can I show this without getting spoofed or something? I don't know. This channel is fine. What's going on here? Anyway, it's fine. There's a lot of smart people in the Discord. Not gonna lie, there are a lot of smart people. And that's what it's all about, right? Smart people, people that can. You need to surround yourself with smart people so you can improve. That's what I'm doing. And don't be afraid to make mistakes, because I make a lot, and I don't care. All right. It's actually, you see that, and sometimes I started streaming this poker series 6 months ago, right? That's where my YouTube career kicked off, right? It was the YouTube the poker streams. But you can see, I can see it in my stats, right? In my current viewers, right? Now 13. That's the poker. 13, 15 viewers concurrently. That's poker streams. Decentralized poker streams. But if e-commerce app, 80 people are sitting in my stream watching me. You know what I mean? But all this low-level stuff, nobody cares. It's a bit sad, to be honest, because it's a little bit demotivating. Don't for Golang behave. This poll. What's going on here? I have a poll about Golang. I was thinking about doing a little side project where I'm forking the Golang language and modify some stuff and compile it and have another language with a couple things. Anyway, just to play around, right? All right, thanks everyone for watching. If you're not subscribed yet, you know what to do. Consider subscribing, give me a thumbs up, leave some questions in the comments, join the Discord community, join my Patreon. And I'm looking forward to see you in the next video. Thanks, everyone. And if you want to talk to me, jump into the Discord so we can exchange information.